There's a few things that I feel like every person should experience in their life. Seeing Yosemite, maybe the Grand Canyon, having pizza, going snorkeling, visiting this specific Sequoia old growth forest. There are still places on this earth where time seems to slow down. Places where the echoes of the past linger in the air and where the future quietly takes root. Here, life isn't measured in decades or even centuries, but in millennia. This is the realm of giants, the ancient sequoias and redwoods. To walk among them, to sleep beneath their endless canopies, is to touch something far older and wiser than ourselves. And in doing so, to become part of something far greater. So we're just having coffee here. We spent the night Lodgepole Campground here in Sequoia. It is super close to the old growth sequoias just down the road where General Sherman tree resides. Largest tree on planet Earth by volume. And I'm a big tree guy, I'm a big forest guy, so I'm excited. We're getting out and exploring some giants. Alright, we are here at the giant forest and we're starting with General Sherman, the largest living thing by volume on planet Earth. The General Sherman tree is the main attraction here in Sequoia National Park. Also, check out that really cool hat I'm wearing. Whew, love it, and the sweatshirt, by the way. Go Sox. There it is, the biggest tree in the world, General Sherman, 275 feet tall, anywhere from 2,200 to 2,700 years old. Wow. So these big sequoias typically grow around 6,000 to 7,000 feet. It's the right mixture of altitude and moisture, and apparently this forest is home to thousands of these giant sequoias. Many are over 2,000 years old, which is insane. Some of these trees were here 1,000 years before the birth of Christ. Like, think about that. They've seen a lot. This does feel like you're on some other planet where everything grows 100 times bigger than anything else I've ever seen. Things are falling from these giant sequoias. By the time they hit the ground, it sounds like a gunshot. The sequoia's bark are especially capable of dealing with fires. They're incredibly thick. These trees have dealt with many, many forest fires over the years, and they're still standing. Take a look at this guy. He's got it pretty bad, and he is still standing. So just because it's the biggest doesn't necessarily correlate to the oldest. With General Sherman being anywhere between 2,200 and 2,700, there's trees in here that are over 3,000 years old. 3,000 years old. I mean, I don't know what these fires would have to do to take down this guy. I think this fire's lost. They gave up. Maggie just said the opening in these trees are bigger than our apartment in New York, which is absolutely right. Walking amongst ancients like this, it just expresses this feeling of timelessness, and it sort of puts everything in perspective through all the changing of the human race over thousands and thousands of years, that there's very few constants. But these sequoias are one of the few constants. This doesn't feel real. It's like a fairy tale. For trees to be this size doesn't seem to make sense. I love thinking about how resilient these trees are. They've just withstood the test of time. So many things in its environment changing around it, yet these trees stay strong. Each one of these trees just seems to hold so much wisdom and tell its own story. In 3,000 years, these trees have seen species come and go. They've seen North America when it was just Native Americans, and now they see it a totally different side of the human race. Maggie spotted her favorite thing in the world, a marmot. Okay, I actually don't know what that was. Might not have been a marmot.
Still love it.
Still love it. This is one of the coolest things I have ever done in my entire life. Like, there's a few things that I feel like every person should experience in their life. Seeing Yosemite, maybe the Grand Canyon, having pizza, going snorkeling, visiting the Redwoods, visiting this specific Sequoia old growth forest. Feels like that scene in Jurassic Park when they first see the dinosaurs. Take off the glasses and everything. It's a sequoia. You know, that's me. I'm Dr. Alan Grant right now, I think. You know, the older you get, the fewer things it seems that you get to kind of discover that are just unbelievable for the very first time. Like, you watch an infant, toddler, everything they're seeing, they're in amazement, right? When they discover their hands for the first time. That's how I feel right now looking at these trees. It's just incredible just to touch them. It feels like there's like a connection there. It's the McKinley tree, and part of me thinks, like, I mean, it's cool. They have some cool names out here, but part of me thinks it's a little silly, you know. These trees are 3,000 years old, and it's just like, don't name me. I'm 3,000 years old. You guys just got here a couple hundred years ago. So fire is absolutely essential for sequoias, as it basically clears the underbrush, which opens up the canopy, and the heat helps to open the cones, and it releases the seeds. That's how you get a species to last 3,000 years, is to find a way to somehow take advantage of devastating wildfires. So the rings on this giant sequoia tree stump show that it was over 2,200 years old. Some of the markings within the rings itself show that it has survived over 80 wildfires strong enough to leave a mark on the tree. Honestly, like, I don't know, you might think I'm crazy, but to me it feels like it's like a privilege to walk amongst such old, sacred, living creatures that have been here for so long, to just be passing through, to just make my little small mark here. It's pretty cool. Well, that was just the coolest thing ever. Now we're gonna go drive a zillion hours, explore some coastal redwoods in Big Sur. And we have made it to Big Sur. Okay, we have made it to Pfeiffer State Park, where we're going to be camping here in Big Sur. Pacific Ocean is just back this way, and right here we're in like a bit of a small grove of redwoods. We set up the tent, and then we're just gonna go explore some redwoods the same day that we saw sequoias. Here in Big Sur, they do have redwoods. Can they compare to some of the epic old growth redwoods I've seen? I'm not so sure. So it's sort of an unfair comparison to immediately go from that old growth grove we were just in Sequoia to this. I mean, I think I'd have to go to like Jedediah for this to be a fair comparison, but we will see. May see some good redwoods in here. So redwoods are taller than sequoias. That's one of their differences. Another is just where they grow. These take advantage of the moist air on the coast and thrive there. And their bark is about a foot thick to protect from fires, whereas the sequoias is about 3 foot thick. Things I find so cool about Big Sur is that it's the best of both worlds. It has this ocean coastal landscape that kind of reminds me of like Hawaii in terms of its coast, but it has redwoods. It found a way somehow to have redwoods. You know, when you're driving in here, it's like sand dunes and stuff, and then suddenly you get to the Big Sur area and it starts getting forested and dark, and suddenly there's redwoods. So it's just the smell, the freshness, it's just, there's something enchanting about Big Sur. I consider it one of the very most beautiful places in the world. There's also something else about redwoods that I'm in love with, that I think Maggie's finding right now. There's something else about them. It's like some X factor, some like dark, mysterious mood that they carry.
Maggie's pointing out this guy here who's leaning way out. She's saying he really wants, or she wants to touch the hand of one of these other trees. I just see that thing coming down soon and killing us all. So yeah, the sequoias that we saw earlier get a lot thicker, and they can get incredibly tall, as you saw, but they don't get quite as tall as the redwoods. General Sherman, I think, was about 275, and I know Hyperion, I think is the name of the tallest redwood at an undisclosed location in Northern California. That's supposed to be 375 feet tall. So they really are epic trees. Stumps like that are a reminder of the damage that logging did in Northern California, where they wiped out 99% of the redwoods. Like I said, this is a thick boy. Alright, so I'm wondering, with all these redwoods behind me, if I just saw a condor flying above, and it is possible that it is a condor, because this is one of the only places in the world that houses a bird that is as big as a pterodactyl. The California condor is absolutely humongous. Just going tree to tree, I think. Where? So Maggie, first impression of the redwoods, what do you think?
I like them a lot. I like that they're moody.
Very moody. There is something magical about the smell of this wood. Oh boy. I want to get a whiff, get in there. Get on in there. Mm-hmm.
Nice, Mom.
Pringles, beer, and campfire. Come on. In redwoods. Alright, tonight we are doing burgers, cheeseburgers, bacon, ketchup, and most importantly, Pringles. What do you got here, Mags? Walk us through it.
We've got some snacks for you. Boom.
Oh!
Bacon cheeseburgers.
Bacon cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm. And that's that.
That's that.
Just to pull it because it's gonna get greasy. Sizzle it up.
Little turkey cheddar melt, baby. Alright, so we got a skunk running around, and I have no idea what to do with a skunk. I'm more comfortable getting rid of a bear than I am a skunk. Yeah. I mean, you scare him, but you can't scare him too much. The thing is, I feel like these skunks can do whatever they want, right? Because they know we can't mess with them. Are skunks top of the food chain? Why is he going right to the Pringles? Is this what they do? They just know they can do whatever they want, we can't stop them? What do you say to a skunk? You gotta politely spook them off.
Politely, please leave now.
Which is really frustrating. I wish I could impolitely scare them away. He did just like lift his tail at me and it was terrifying.
This one's the turkey and cheese.
Very good.
And then these are all gonna get burgers.
Doing them without patties.
All right.
Maggie made me promise not to complain. That's the burger on bread, but looks good. All right, first bite of the burger before the skunk gets it.
Time moves differently here. Beneath the redwoods and sequoias, the present blurs into the past. These trees have witnessed more than we can imagine. Storms, fires, centuries of silence, and yet they endure. To walk among them is to be reminded that wisdom doesn't speak loudly. It stands quietly, reaching for the sky.